The following technique of impression making should not be used when there's an image over here and the image shows a triple tray, a dual arch impression or a triple tray impression. We will come back to what this is. Let's have a look at the options. The options are: there is inadequate gingival retraction, there is no posterior occlusal stop distal to prepared teeth, in anterior crown and bridge restorations, and all of the above. Okay, so here it's called a triple tray first of all because it records the maxillary arch, the mandibular arch, and the bite. So it records three things together. It's also called a dual arch impression. That means this is one arch, there is other arch on the other side, and together the bite. Now this is used in crown and bridge. You have a small size triple tray, you have a quadrant size triple tray longer than this, and you have an anterior triple tray. Okay, you have three sizes available. You have a plastic triple tray, you have a metallic triple tray. Now uh, a very interesting thing about triple tray is wherever there is bite registration, these areas will get perforated. These are anterior teeth, and this is a posterior tooth next to the prepared tooth. Now, in case if there is no posterior stop, that means there is no bite posteriorly, you will not be able to occlude the arch correctly because this is a segment impression. It is not a full arch impression. That means that because there is no posterior support, the height of the crown that you will fabricate will be a little different. There will be a discrepancy in the vertical height, and that's why it is not recommended that you use triple tray if there is no posterior stop. Posterior stop meaning behind, posterior to the prepared tooth, the tooth should be in occlusion with the antagonist arch. If that is not there, then you will have discrepancy. Now, option 1 says inadequate gingival retraction, which is like an unsaid kind of a feature that you need to have. Gingival retraction has to be there because you want the margin to be clearly exposed for the impression. So, irrespective of whether it's a triple tray or any other impression, you want good amount of margin visibility and gingival retraction. So, specific to this technique, this is incorrect. There is no posterior occlusal stop. Yes, a point which is not recommended for triple tray. Anterior crown and bridge, you can use this technique provided your premolars are in occlusion. Okay, it is still recommended. It is not a complete contraindication, and all of the above is incorrect. The explanation here also talks in detail about the triple tray technique, so you can go through this. Okay. So the correct answer is option number 2.